Alright, so this is something I wanted to do for a while. I'm going to show what's going on with my camera setup. There you go. It's a Sony A6500 under all of this. So it's a Sony A6500 with an Atomos Ninja V recorder, Sony 18-105 f4 G lens. It's got two NPF battery holders. I'll explain that later. And Tilta Mac box and Tilta follow focus, side handle, and it's got the record top handle that SmallRig makes, just mounted on the top. That gives me plenty of options for doing whatever it is I need to do, because I do a bunch of stuff with this camera. Mainly documentary shoots and also music videos, guitar videos, whatever, product demonstrations, all kinds of things. So it's really important that my camera has really good battery life, is very rugged, and can handle a lot of long shoots. That's super important. And also ergonomics. You know, I'm running around with this thing 6-7 hours a day. You know, I was having trouble with like my hands hurting because of bad ergonomics. So that's kind of partly why I built this thing out the way I did. So if I kind of remove these, so actually, yeah, let's start with power. So powering everything, I have two NPF batteries. The size varies. I usually put a 970 on the rear here. That's going all the way up through a DC cable to the Ninja, and then I've got a second one. Usually I use the smaller NPF batteries, the 550s, but I have one here today, just powering everything. These are actually really nice because they have USBs on them, so I use them as power banks when you know, when I'm after a shoot and just want to use up the juice in them. They've got an indicator on them as well, which is very nice. So they just go on top and they sit there. This one's powering the camera, this one's powering the monitor. Nothing fancy there, it's just a dummy battery going into it. I did try powering both off of one, but the voltage dropped and it just killed the battery, so I decided to not do that. Anyway, talking about down here, I've got rods going through. So I've got 15mm rods on this bad boy, which has got the follow focus on it. It's quite a new addition, but I absolutely love it. And I've also configured it so it can slide back down the rail if I want it to. No, it can't because it's going to bang against my tripod. But if I wanted it to, I could have that go on this wheel here for the zoom, and then control the zoom with the follow focus wheel. That's something that can be really good in like a live show. I did that the other day because it was super useful being able to like have super accurate control over my zoom, and I can't do this back up. Yeah, being able to have like super fine movement over the zoom was very nice, especially on this lens where that rocker, there's a little zoom rocker, I don't know if you can see that there, but that's kind of not very precise. So having this here, you know, I can hold it and pull focus like this, or when I'm handheld, you know, use this as a support. And then that's it with the rods. I kind of do that because it looks cool, but also this acts as like a kind of stop. So when I film, if I just rip this off right here, when I film, I can get in real tight like this and push it against my chest, which is a very comfortable filming position for, you know, standing there for interviews. What else have we got? So that's it for the rods. Side handle, that's just a SmallRig side handle. I love that thing. I put a shotgun mic on there when I need it. I don't always use a shotgun. That stays on there when I do though. And then I've got like a little strap because I don't want to drop my camera. Moving along, top handle. This thing is so good. It's got a USB cable going into the camera, but basically there's a button on the top of here. You press it, it starts recording. Press it again, it stops. Super simple, but it's great. And then on that I have a little NATO thing. So all this is on NATO rails. So I can just pop off the monitor very quickly. It's super fast to set up, but if I don't need the monitor, I rarely shoot without the monitor. But if I wanted to get rid of it, I can just do that. And then when I want it again, I can, you say struggling to do it, I can quickly slide that on, lock it, plug in whatever I need to plug in this case the HDMI and the power, and we're good to go. That's locked in with an ARRI locating NATO rail, which is very nice. I'm really glad they put that on there. On the side, that's just a regular SmallRig cage. Is it SmallRig? It might be a Nicey rig actually. I've had that ages, but yeah, really nice. And then the Tilta mat box. Again, it's kind of on there because it looks cool. I've had that on a few weeks, and every time I've used it, people have been like, "Whoa, that's cool." And yeah, it is cool. It's also nice to just flip down. A guy the other day told me that when he's doing final takes for like music session shoots, like kind of live sessions, he'll flip it down and then flip it up when he goes live, so he can see on his timeline when all his final takes are, which I thought was a pretty good idea. Yeah, and also that just gives a bit of protection for everything. You know, I was walking around in the woods, and then trees were like battering my camera, but they weren't touching the lens, which is nice. I reckon that might be about it. You know, I've got HDMI going up to the monitor, NDs. So yeah, that's actually one thing. So with this setup, I had to get a kind of adapter here to fit an ND in here, but you can actually screw that in and have an ND filter, a variable ND with this mat box, which is quite nice. Yeah, I got this newer one with a, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but yeah, it's like a variable ND there. That's really nice. And then for audio, I also use, I'm using it right now, I use this, which is the Sony lav mic set. That just goes in on the hot shoe, and I keep the microphone clipped here. Sorry, that might sound really nasty. But yeah, I keep the mic clipped on there when I'm not using it, and then I just clip it on when I am. And that's it. And I got a really fast tripod as well. It's a Miliboo MT608A, I think. But that just goes up and down like that. Awesome, just 3 latches. Again, I hate messing around with tripods. It's a waste of time, and you look really unprofessional when you're there with a crap tripod, so I don't even bother. Yeah. Oh, and when I had the shotgun mic, that just goes into the mic in on that, so I have 4-channel mics, so I can have either the lav mic on, or I can switch to have the lav mic and the shotgun as a safety, or whatever I want to do. Even run audio from mixers into it, which is really cool. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed it.